every level by tyranny, and now I have the attentions of the dragon, which means I have irritated the dragon, which means the dragon is not invincible. And if I've had this much success with all of my problems, think of the success you can have. So don't get caught up in thinking you've got to do a perfect job. Just engage the evil.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now, new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365. The Fall of America and the Western World is an all-new 10-hour documentary and survival guide rolled into one. In this film, you will see the reasons why our government is failing and what you can do to prepare. Featuring Dr. Paul Craig Roberts, Joseph Farah, David Icke, Naomi Wolf, G. Edward Griffin, Doug McIntyre, Mark Crispin Miller, Mickey Z, Doug Casey, David McElvaney, and myself, Alex Jones. Protect yourself and get the tools you need to protect your family from these difficult times. The Fall of America and the Western World at www.thefallofamerica.net or click on the banners at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. Again, that website's www.thefallofamerica.net or call 800-655-1577. Prepare yourself and the ones you love today. Fallofamerica.net. Hello, this is Alex Jones with some important questions. If you're going into a battle and they give you a rifle and a sidearm, how much ammunition do you want? My answer would be all I can get. In the battle for freedom and the lives of your loved ones, food is your only ammunition. How much do you want? When do you want it? Now or after the battle starts? When will you need it? Can you buy it without proper identification? Will there be any food? Will it make your children sick? If there's a quarantine and you can't feed yourself, will you go to the gathering center and be immunized? You wipe out all these problems if you have a good food supply. Food is your ammunition to fight for your freedom and your life. How much will you need? We don't know. How much do you want? All you can get. I'm Alex Jones. I want all of you good guys to live to fight another day. Call 1-800-409-5633 or check it out on the web at efoodsdirect.com. Again, that number, 1-800-409-5633. One 800-259-9231 is the toll-free number to join us. And again, I talk about myself sometimes in relation to the New World Order because that's how we all relate to the world as individuals, because I know the journey I've gone through is similar to the journey many of you have experienced. You've experienced things that I haven't. I've experienced things that you haven't individually, but overall, our journeys are very similar. And together, we can beat this New World Order. That's what my mission has been a testament to. That if we take action against corruption, we can win. And the system knows that it's discredited. The system knows that the people are aware of what it's doing. The system knows that the population is waking up faster and faster. That's why they're desperate to inject race into every issue or religion into every issue. They need distractions. And it's just like the movie The Truman Show.
As Truman wakes up to what's happening, they try to put more and more fear into him, more and more of these fears that were inculcated into Truman at birth. They intensify those. And at the final scene of the movie, where he's trying to get across the little sea to the other side of the set in this controlled paradigm, this controlled reality of the mind that he's in, they turn the storm up on high, and he has to risk his life. And the boat even tumps over and almost kills him. But that makes him an even bigger hero. And the system at the end knows they can't kill him because the whole world is watching. Well, my awakening's been similar to the Truman Show. Your awakening individually is similar to the Truman Show, or the Matrix. These are archetypal examples of this. But many of us do have to die in that little boat trying to get to the other side, trying to get out of the Matrix, until the people do see the nature of the tyrants. I mean, look at this incredible news that Rob Jacobson just brought into me a few segments ago. The IPCC consensus on climate change was phony, says IPCC insider. The UN's Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change misled the press and public into believing that thousands of scientists backed its claims on man-made global warming, according to Mike Holman, a prominent scientist, climate scientist, and IPCC insider. The actual number of scientists who backed the claim was only a few dozen experts, he states, in a paper for Progress in Physical Geography, co-authored with student Martin Mahoney. Now, we told you this day one. They just put 2,500 scientists' names on that, said every scientist in the world agrees, the science is set. And then thousands of those scientists sent letters in saying, take my name off. I never was part of this. This is a fraud. And the UN said, no, we won't. Well, here's the actual paper. Climate change. What do we know about the IPCC? And it says, without a careful explanation about what it means, the drive for consensus can leave the IPCC vulnerable to outside criticism. This is quoting from an internal IPCC report that they quote in here. Claims such as 2,500 of the world's leading scientists have reached a consensus that human activities are having a significant influence on climate are disingenuous. That particular consensus judgment, as are many others in the IPCC report, is reached by only a few dozen experts in the specific field of detection and attribution studies. Well, we have the UN report from 7 months ago that got leaked, which the UN admits is their report, from a decade ago, where they said we've got to go out and literally finance the heads of these key universities in England, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, the U.S., and Germany to have them be the, quote, leaders of the movement, and we're going to get global socialism out of this carbon tax. I mean, what an incredible document that came out. We know exactly what's going on here. And we have the former head of the IPCC told Jesse Ventura. They got an interview with Santer, Bill Santer. It's amazing what a celebrity can do. The people that will talk to Ventura. The word is on this news season, it's unbelievable who they're getting interviews with, but I'll just leave it at that. By the way, guys, remind me to call Ventura today. I was supposed to call him back yesterday. He's going to be on the show next week or the next week, but I've got to line it up with him. End of next week or start of the week after that. And I digress. I'm just remembering responsibilities I have. Like consulting for that show. I got a bunch of questions I've got to answer. Side issue. Santer admitted, yes, there were a bunch of scientists in our report and who disagreed, so we pulled them out. On the inner panel, not the 2,500 fake list. I mean, you've got Al Gore coming out and saying, this is 100% of scientists agree man-made global warming is real and is a real threat to humanity, and that sea levels will rise, and that both the Arctic and Antarctic will completely melt in the next 7 years. He said that 10 years ago, and again 3 years ago. It never happens. knowing it was all a lie. Just everyone agrees. It's like saying everyone loves communism or everyone loves Nazis. Just there's no questioning. Everyone loves them. By the way, I don't watch a lot of unfiltered television. By filtered, I end up, watching videos online that people send me, and my audience kind of, I guess, filters things because they're just sending me what they're watching or what they're into, and it's all New World Order. I ended up watching probably 2 hours of television this weekend when I was there in the cabin with my kids on a fishing trip, and they had satellite TV, and I was trying to find stuff for the kids to watch because it was so hot during